Whiskers was a small, gray kitten with white paws, a sweet pink nose, and eyes that held the world's curiosity. She belonged to a kind old lady named Mrs. Thompson, who took very good care of her. Every morning, Whiskers would sit on the windowsill, watching the world go by while Mrs. Thompson drank her tea. Life was peaceful and happy in their little cottage. One stormy night, Whiskers ventured a little too far from home and got lost. The rain poured down in torrents, and the howling wind made it hard for her to find her way back. She was soaked, cold, and miserable. As she wandered, she came across a dark alley where she encountered a group of stray cats. Unlike Whiskers, they were tough and had to fight for survival every day. Seeing the tiny, domesticated kitten, they decided to bully her. They hissed and clawed at her, and Whiskers, never having been in a fight before, was terrified and injured. Her soft meows for help went unheard in the raging storm. Days turned into nights, and Whiskers found herself struggling for food and shelter. She was too weak to venture far, and too scared to approach people. Her once shiny coat was now matted and dirty. Her eyes had lost their sparkle. She had to scavenge through garbage bins and hide from dogs and other bigger animals. She missed Mrs. Thompson terribly. Then, one fateful day, as she lay under an old abandoned car trying to keep warm, a pair of gentle hands reached out to her. It was a young boy named Timmy. He had been feeding the strays in the area and had noticed Whiskers. Unlike the other cats, she seemed different to him. He picked her up carefully and took her to a nearby shelter. There, Whiskers was cleaned up and given medical attention. Although still weak, she started to regain a little of her old self. Timmy visited every day, bringing her treats and toys to play with. Slowly, Whiskers began to heal, both physically and emotionally. She grew to trust Timmy, and he decided to adopt her. In her new home, with Timmy and his family, Whiskers found a new sense of belonging. Though she missed Mrs. Thompson, she was grateful to have found another kind family to love her. The trials she faced made her stronger and more resilient. Whiskers' journey was tough, but it led her to a place where she was safe and cherished again.